Today we're going to art school, kids. What's up, everybody? Back today with another review for you, and it's gonna be for a movie called The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears. And the reason I made that stupid art school joke was because my wife was rolling her eyes this entire movie, and I just kept joking with her, this is like your free trip to art school, because this movie's just really over the top. I should have expected as much because it's from the same directing team that did Amer a couple years back. Their name is Helen Catat and Bruno Ferranzi. They're a Belgian team. The film's in French, I believe. But if you're not familiar with Amer or this movie, they're basically like Neo Giallo films. If you're not familiar with the Giallo is, imagine just sex with killing and leather and bright colors and 70s sort of. But let's get into the movie a little bit. Basically, this guy arrives home from a business trip in Germany and he discovers his girlfriend's missing from their apartment. He goes in the apartment, nothing's wrong with it. So he starts questioning some of the neighbors, and from there, you know, unwraps a whole big mystery. And it's not really that big of a mystery, it's just weird neighbors and this weird apartment building they all live in, and there's a killer running around and lots of sexual stuff and lots of blue, green, red, some psychedelic sort of shit. It looks good. That's not the bad part. Let's get into the good and bad parts. First of all, I think I liked Amer a little better, even though it wasn't as much on the killer tip as this one. I just enjoyed that one a little better. This movie was just so much over the top. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The story, you know, if you get lulled into boredom for a second, your mind strays. I was kind of lost at the end of the film, and I know I sound stupid. I probably got a little bit of ADHD, and as you might have guessed from watching these videos, and by the end of the film, I was just like, what the fuck happened? I mean, I figured kind of what happened. You know, it has to do with all the sex and killing and shit, and I understood basically what happened, but it was still kind of like over my head. And to tell you the truth, I'm not really ashamed to admit it, because this movie is just like art school run wild. And I know it sounds stupid, I dropped out of art school myself, but it's just like every technique in the book they gotta throw at you for filmmaking. Not every technique, but they just use the bright colors and all that just to too much effect. I mean, it's just, sometimes when you design something, you just gotta leave something out, you know what I mean? And just parts just felt like a bad sort of cologne commercial or perfume commercial, really. It was just like, I was like, oh, I was rolling my eyes by the end too. I was actually beating my feet and I was just bored as hell. So there's not really many good things I can say about The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears. The soundtrack is probably the best part. I would have rather listened to the soundtrack to this movie. I mean, it's a visual treat, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, smoke some grass or something. I sound like a fucking old man. Smoke grass, drink some beer, some shit like that. Watch this movie and trip the fuck out. That's the only reason it probably exists. I mean, someone can't tell me this is a great story, because the story's decent, but like I said, my mind strayed for like 2 seconds and I couldn't follow what the fuck was going on at the end, and I was like, okay, I sort of get it, but you know, I've been basically bombarded for like almost 2 hours with just multicolors and with a bunch of black and white thrown in, and lost on me. Over my head, maybe. I don't know. I'm man enough to admit it. I appreciated Amer more. I read one review of this movie, basically agreed with everything I just said, so I felt somewhat vindicated. Like the review said, if these guys make a third, you know, Giallo style film, you know, like tone it down or change it up a little bit. Just, it's just too much. It's too heavy-handed. Pull a little bit back. Leave a little bit out. Sometimes, you know, be a little bit better. Work on the story a little bit more. Maybe the dialogue. You know, it's lacking in dialogue. I understand that's the style of the film. I don't get the whole thing besides the music and the tripping out part. That's the only parts I get. So, whatever. If you've seen The Strange Color of Your Body's Tears, if you've seen Amer, comment below. Let me know what you think of this team. Would you like to see more movies from them? I gotta say, it's something different. I could only give it 2 out of 5. I mean, maybe one day I'll watch it again and I'll like it more, but yeah. Let me know what you thought down below. Obviously, you can tell I'm kind of like, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.